Your Temtem journey is well on its way, but the first major hurdle, the first challenge out of the gate, is a doozy, and that's why we're here. Hello Tamers, it's Kodiak back for another installment in our Temtem Survival Guide series, and today we'll teach you everything you need to know about Sophia, leader of the Arissola Dojo. Getting to the first dojo is one thing, completing it is another thing altogether. All in all, 6 tamers stand between you and Sophia, the leader of the dojo, presenting you with 7 challenging battles you need to be prepared for. Temtem used by tamers in the Arissola Dojo range from level 17 to 22 and cover the following types: nature, wind, melee, water, electric, toxic, mental, and neutral, meaning that tamers won't have to face crystal, fire, digital, or earth Temtem at all. Defeating trainers is only part of the challenge in the Arissola Dojo. Players will also have to navigate across a massive room filled with wind and water traps that hurl them around at breakneck speed. If you're having trouble visualizing the path to Sophia, don't worry, we're here to help. Here's a quick step-by-step breakdown to help you reach the dojo leader. When you walk into the dojo, take a few steps to the right and drop down to the platform below. If you take the wind jet on the bottom of the platform, you'll be forced to battle a tamer. If you take the wind jet on the top of the platform, you'll land next to 2 water geysers. Taking the left geyser will lead you around the edge of the room, but will eventually shoot you onto a big platform on the right side of the room. If you take the right geyser, you'll see multiple wind jets, which will shoot you onto that same platform. It should be said that if you take the right geyser and run past the wind jets, you can score 2 tonic pluses at the end of the path. Once you reach the platform, you'll notice that a tamer is patrolling. Depending on your timing and inclination, you may be able to skip that battle if you wish. Take the geyser on the right hand side and start running down. This next fight is mandatory and can't be avoided. After the fight, keep running down and you'll see a series of wind jets. The first 2 will force you to fight another tamer, but run past them and you'll reach a 3rd and 4th jet which will throw you across the room. Take the 3rd jet, the 4th goes nowhere. You'll shoot up to a new platform with a non-combatant NPC and 2 chests, one filled with 2 bomb plus and the other filled with 2 revive. Take the jet on the right of the platform and you'll be faced with the final battle before Sophia. Defeat the trainers, take the geyser to the final platform, and get ready to battle. Now that we've reached the first dojo leader, let's take a look at her team composition. Sophia has the following Temtem: Calibus, a level 16 water toxic type that uses water and toxic techniques; Lawali, a level 16 nature and wind type that uses 2 toxic abilities; Sparzy, a level 15 electric type that uses electric, neutral, and mental techniques; Pigapik, a level 18 wind type that uses wind techniques; Tawai, a level 21 wind type that uses wind techniques; and Oshiara, a level 21 water type that uses water techniques. There are a few additional things you need to know about Sophia. She will always open with Calibus and Lawali, which means water, toxic, nature, and wind types are all confronting you right out of the gate. Secondly, there is no specific order after the first 2 Temtems, so you'll have to read the situation and act accordingly. And finally, Sophia's Temtem don't all have 4 abilities. In fact, none of them do. We wanted to make sure you had an overview of the Temtem you'll be facing, so check out the link in the description for a high-resolution breakdown of all of Sophia's Temtem. So the die have been cast and now it's time to battle, but how do you put yourself in a situation to be successful? Well, for starters, knowing what's coming first is a big advantage. Calibus is weak to wind and electric, while Lawali is weak to fire and toxic. Because of the limited number of Temtem available to you at this point in the game, what you're able to bring to this battle is restricted. At the time of this video's making, we don't yet know all the available Temtem on Denez, but have played enough of the game to recommend a few things. Genki is an absolute must when it comes to fighting Sophia. This electric and wind type has techniques that deal double damage to 4 of Sophia's 6 Temtem and can be caught in the following locations: Thalassian Cliffs, the Gifted Bridges, and Windward Fort. Another strong choice is to get a Swali, level it up, and get yourself your own Lawali. While not a toxic type, the Urushiel ability is a toxic technique and will deal double damage to 4 of the 6 Temtem. While not really in your control at this point, it should be said that Crystal is also incredibly strong in this dojo, especially when it comes to dealing with Sparzy, the electric type. Crystal and Earth are the only types effective at dealing damage to electric types, and since there are no Earth Temtem available to you at this point in the game, Crystal is your best option. If you didn't pick Crystal as your starter, don't worry, you'll be fine. Just make sure you have some sort of move available that isn't resisted by electric, such as nature, mental, or fighting. Any of your starters should be able to deal with Sparzy, but be careful since electric abilities deal double damage to mental types, such as Huchik. Finally, if you're still looking for more options, I recommend catching and leveling a Scale, evolving it into a Skunch, a normal and melee type that won't have any problems dealing with Sophia's lineup. Although Scale isn't an Earth type, you do get Sand Attack and Earth Technique, which can help take down Sparzy. It's not a knockout pick, but a solid choice for dealing with this array of types and can deal with the situation handily. As I mentioned earlier, Sophia starts with Calibus and Lawali, which means you should be prepared with 2 starters that are direct counters. I highly recommend you start this battle with Temtem that have electric and toxic moves, as they're the best counter for Sophia's starting pair. After that, you just have to play things by ear, reacting to Sophia's pick in turn. If you decide to go with an electric Temtem, you'll be able to get them through most of the fight with ease, but don't forget to heal them up if necessary. Losing your electric type can make the rest of the fight a massive challenge, but if you come prepared with a toxic reserve or even something neutral, you'll be able to withstand the onslaught. A general word of advice: don't be afraid to sacrifice a less valuable Temtem in order to heal a more valuable one. Those turns are precious and can give you the opportunity to revive and heal up your race, so don't hesitate to use your items and let your weaker Temtem provide some cover. If you're still struggling with Sophia, don't worry, it's not an easy encounter, but there are some things you can do to help you get through the fight. First and foremost is to take some time and level up your Temtem even more. A few levels goes a long way, and the increased stats can never hurt. Secondly, go out and catch yourself a Genki and level it up. I caught one right before I started clearing the dojo tamers, and by the time I reached Sophia, he was ready to go. Next, make sure you have enough items for the fights. Pick up some Balm, Balm Plus, and Revives. It could mean the difference between life and death, so don't be stingy and spend your coin. If you're still having problems, we're here to help. Join Legion Gaming on Discord, where you can talk to us directly. We'll help you through any problems you may have so that you can defeat Sophia and be on your way. Sophia is a great introduction to dojos in Temtem. She's challenging but not unbeatable and brings a lot to the table. Once you do finally defeat her, you'll unlock the surfboard, which gives you access to entirely new areas around the archipelagos. If you found this survival guide helpful, don't forget to leave us a like on the video and comment below to let us know that it helped. Our goal is to provide every tamer with resources so that they can keep collecting and keep fighting. My name is Kodiak, and from everyone here at Legion Gaming, thanks for watching and play on.